standing at 105 pounds, Tim Vanney of Bakersfield, California, against Mihhail Kушnir.
Customary handshake. 4 officials call an international mat. The mat official on there, on the mat, mat judge, mat chairman, and mat controller. Kушnir has 2-on-1 right there. So popular that in the United States we call it a Russian tie a lot of times. You'll notice in this style that they lean over quite a bit at the waist, a little bit more than you see in college or folk style wrestling. Not much action here right at the start. They're both trying to
feel each other out.
They're just trying to feel each other out. No one wants to take a risk right off the bat and lose any points. They want to test each other a little bit. There was such a close match last time. They know they're in for a good one this time. Vanney now with 2-on-1. Getting underneath. Kушnir has a little bit of a front headlock. Looks like he's coming around. He's coming around. He's got a little bit of advantage. Tim straightens up, squares off with him. They go out of bounds. Both on their feet. No points in that exchange.
All these people all night are so quick, but these guys especially will be very quick.
Here's Tim with a key lock on him. Kushnir's got a good single. Probably will score here. Vanney is not in very good position, although he does have the arm lock. There's the score. Takedown for Kушnir. Vanney was not in very good position to defend that. He reached across and got a key lock, taking a risk. Vanney was taking a risk to stop that, and it cost him.
So it's 1-0 Kушnir with 1:45 left in the first round.
Kушnir now looking at trying to get a lace leg lock. There he's got him. He's got the lace leg. You can see the way he's intertwined his arms around the legs, and that's a very effective coaching maneuver. Tim Vanney, if he touches his head out of bounds, should be called out of bounds, and they do. Mat official Bob Blessing there calls it out of bounds. You can score going from the red through the white zone and into the blue if it's a continuous action. In that situation, it was not a continuous action. Tim Vanney put his head down. They're out of bounds. Back on their feet now. 1-0 the score.
Kушnir obviously is pressing the action here early.
Well, that's the way it started in Iowa City also. Tim seems to be a late comer in his matches. He's a slow starter. As long as the score is close, let's say halfway through this period, which we are, we're in good shape in this match. Vanney's got a very, just as I was ready to say it, I was saying he has a very good arm spin or shoulder throw, which he attempted right there. As you can see, the officials put him back on their feet, no score. That's something very unique to international wrestling. You're not penalized for taking a risk. He tried the arm spin, missed it, so the officials put him back on their feet.
Was it a matter of him missing it, or did Kушnir see it coming?
Well, Kушnir saw it coming and started to counter. And if the counter is a good enough counter, in other words, he stops him and holds him in the air, then he can score the one-point takedown. But if Vanney throws the move and slips all the way to the mat, they call it a slip throw. Vanney looking for a cross ankle pick there, missed it. He's got a good front headlock going right now. He's got a lot of control there, putting a real squeeze on Kушnir. Starts to go around behind him, doesn't quite get it yet. Kушnir's countering well. Vanney's throwing the legs. Still no takedown. Still no takedown. Kushnir's got the arm trapped up. You can see the left arm he's got held. Vanney is actually being scored on at this time. They scored 2 points for Kушnir against Tim Vanney, even though Tim Vanney is almost on top.
And that's because Vanney's back is exposed, correct?
That's right. In this style, you do not have to have control to score points. Kушnir hooked the arm, turned Vanney's back past 90 degrees, so he scored. Now, Tim Vanney should be able to score here. He's coming up on top. He does. He scores the 1-point takedown. That brings the score to 3-1, but Kушnir did score a 2-point exposure. Put Tim Vanney's back past 90 degrees, so he did score on that situation.
So it's 3-1 Kушnir with just 3 seconds left in the first round.
And that ends it. A good first round, lots of action there. Tim Vanney's a little bit upset because he gave up that 2 points. If he'd have been able to come around, he wouldn't have had the points scored against him. Here's the replay. Vanney's coming around. He's almost got the takedown right there. And right here you can see Kушnir hook Tim Vanney's left arm. You can't quite see it in that photo, but right now he's hooking his left arm, traps it, and you can see the exposure coming up right there. There's the exposure, and that's what the official's going to give the points. And we're underway. Now's when we got to see Vanney take it to Kушnir. Kушnir, of course, gets the first shot in. They're going to probably go out of bounds. No points will be scored there.
Do the Soviets typically, once they gain a lead, are they tough to catch?
Very difficult. You'll see a change in their stance. They'll lean over more. They're very hard to get underneath at that time. For the American, it means we have to take a higher risk, which of course exposes you for more points being scored against you. There he is. He's controlling the head now. He really doesn't want to do much. He's got the 2-point lead, and doesn't want to give up any. And they went off the mat. Oh, there's a caution on the Soviet Union. You're allowed 2 cautions with no real penalty other than giving your opponent the advantage. There are no points scored for a caution. That's a rule change since 1980. Tim Vanni's going to work on him here and try to get some points on a turn. Tim has a fairly decent lace leg technique, which is what the Soviet had on him earlier, was unable to score. Tim right now is looking for really it's a kind of a twisting knee lock, and then he's going to try to slide into a gut wrench. Right now he's got a Turk ride going, or a leg ride. He's going to try to work it into a Turk. And if you can't turn him in just a few seconds, the officials are going to put him back on their feet. If there isn't any action on the mat in international wrestling, they put him up.
The score remains 3-1 with just about
Kушnir gets a reversal.
2 minutes left now. 2 minutes left in the match.
That was a mistake on Tim Vanni's part. And now he's down by 3 points. He's going to have to turn loose with something here in this period. Oh, and he hit on his elbow. You can see the official there signaling the elbow. When you hit on your elbow, that means here's the replay. There's the reversal. He came up with the reversal. That's 1 point for the reversal. And then immediately went to the lace leg technique and scored with it. Score is now 6-1, not nearly as close as it was in Iowa City. Tim's going to have to hit that arm spin and score some points here. There's a headlock attempt by Tim Vanni. No score. No, they give one for a good throw. No exposure, but one for just a very darn good attempt at it. Vanni in on a leg now. He's got a single. He's got the takedown.
So he's coming back.
Well, he decided to loosen up. He had nothing to lose. He might as well go for it. Took the additional risk and scored with it.
So now it's 6-2 with a minute and a half left in the match.
That's correct. The officials signaled 1 point for appreciation, is what that was called on the headlock technique. The Matt Chairman, did not agree, so he didn't get the point. And now they're back on their feet. There's only a minute 19 left. Tim's got a lot of catching up to do if we expect to win this one. Here's the single. Tim drives through well and just comes up high with it. As soon as he comes up high, Kушnir had to give it up. And there you see it. Back into it again. Kушnir in on hard on a single and scores another takedown.
Kushnir's not being too defensive. He's still pressing the attack, isn't he?
Well, he knows if he lets up at all, Vanni is capable of scoring. And there's another lace leg technique by Kушnir. That's the third one we've seen. 2 of them have scored. Back to the center now. 9-2 the score. 1 minute left in this first match. First of 10.
Soviet coach Ivan Yarygin must be pleased with this. 9-2 score.
Well, I'm sure he was a little nervous about this one after such a close match the last time. Tim scores on actually just a counter and a go around behind with 45 seconds to go. I'm afraid he's a little too far behind, though, to win this match. The only way he could really win it is probably put Kушnir on his back and pin him. That's highly unlikely.
It's not a matter of them stalling out from here, or the Soviets stalling out from here. It's just a matter of him playing defense. He's got the win. He knows it. 28 seconds to go. All he's got to do is just make it look good. All he's wanting to do right now is win. It doesn't matter what the score is. He's got 6 points. He can easily give up 2-3 more points and with no penalty. But he's in on the legs again. Looks like he wants to add another point to it. No score still. No score. And there's the 1 point takedown. Hit him with a nice double there. Knocked him right to his back. Lifting hard on the leg. There you can see a close-up of Tim Vanni. There's a lot of pressure when the guy's lifting on the back like that. And time has just about run out on Tim Vanni. He's down 10-3 with a second left. Yeah, they'll just stand up and let the clock run out. There's nothing to do here at this time. And that's it. You can see Kушnir walk away. Mihail Kушnir wins the first match, the 105-pound match. He beats Tim Vanni 10-3. We'll be back with more of the United States and the Soviet Union Superpower Showdown right after this.